We're told that 4 points and their dilated images are shown with the center of dilation O. Which point was dilated by a scale factor of 1/3? So pause this video, have a go at that. Okay, now let's look at the points. So the typical way that people do this is whatever the point is, after the dilation, they'll call that same point with the same letter and then put a little prime here. So for example, N has been dilated in some way to N prime. Now we want to identify which one was dilated by a scale factor of 1/3. Because the scale factor is less than 1, the image after the dilation, the prime letter that we're going to, should be closer to the center of dilation, not further. So we could rule out N right over here. This actually would be a positive scale factor. It looks like we went from 4 units away from the origin to 6 units away from the origin. So this looks like a scale of 1.5. We went 1.5 further from the origin. So we could rule these out. And let's see, this one over here, L looks interesting. L is originally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from the center of dilation. I guess I could still call it center of dilation, not the origin, although it does look like an origin in this situation too. And if we were to take that distance 6, and if we were to multiply it by our scale factor of 1/3, we would get to 2. So it should be in the same direction as L, but 1/3 as far, only 2 units as far. And that indeed looks like what L prime is. So I like that one right over here. Which point was dilated by a scale factor of 1/3? It is the point L. But just for satisfaction, let's look at these other ones over here. K prime, or I should say K, looks like it has a positive scale, or not just positive, it has a scale factor larger than 1, because we're going from 2 units to 2, 4, 6. So this right over here is a scale factor. So this is a scale factor of 3. If they said, hey, we're dilating K prime to K, which wouldn't be the standard way of doing it, then the other way would be a scale factor of 1/3. But no, if we're talking from K to K prime, this is a scale factor of 3. And then if we look at M and M prime, M is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. M prime is 2 away. So you might say, hey, that feels like a 1/3 scale factor, except for the fact that they're not in the same direction from the center of dilation. If we start with M, we would get closer along this same line towards our center of dilation. So if this was truly a 1/3 scale factor, M prime would get right over here. It would be along this same direction towards this center. It would not be over there.